Good afternoon, everyone. It's Dustin. I'm going to go through a quick tutorial, less than 10 minutes, on how to administer this Dazo program. I noticed when I emailed y'all, some of y'all said that it wasn't in Sprocket or you just didn't know how to use the tool. So I'd like to take just a minute to show you how it's done. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is, sorry Rich, but I'm going to use your site since I know you're currently using it. So the first thing you have to do is go to your Sprocket site. Go ahead and log in. So I'm logged in. The first thing I'm going to do is we have to create the work order for this, and it's mostly for tracking so that we can fix it back to an exact location. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure I'm under work management. I'm going to go to a new work order. Under request type, I'm going to select quality assurance. For the request code, now the request code is actually high touch QA. If you would like, I can rename these on your site to say Dazo QA. So once you do that, don't worry about work order identifier, the date opened, you can leave that blank. The most important thing here is the location. So you need to make sure to select the correct location that you're going to be doing this in. If you know it, you can start typing it in. If you do not, hit this magnifying glass to the right hand side. And this is something that your systems coordinator should be doing. So then you have your location tree. You just keep hitting the pluses next to it until you drill down to the location you plan on checking. So we're going to say this is in oncology room. Okay, probably not really where I want to be checking, but we'll select this room anyway. Okay, so I've done that. Now at this point, you can do it a few ways, but it's easiest at this point to go ahead and assign the employee. So click on Add or Assign Employee. You can select from the drop-down list if the person shows up. If not, click Manually Assign. I'm going to assign this to myself. And then I'm going to submit the work order. So you see there's some directions here. At this point, you go ahead and place the chemicals in this room prior to cleaning. And then when you're to the point where you're ready to close it out, there's a few ways you can close it out. You can go to Manage Overview. And I'm going to show you this way, and then I'll show you what it should be like on the mobile. The mobile is much easier if you have one and can do it. So you notice this is the first time I've done it on this site, so it put me in the all closed save search. If I ever talk about save search, this area right here is where I'm talking about. Because it's only showing me the closed QAs right now. I want to see the open ones. So I'm going to go to save searches and all open. You may have an open QAs. You can go there. So here's the one that I just created. You see it is assigned to me. So one of the ways that I can close this work order, I can click on it, and then it's going to pop up with the same directions that we just filled out. It tells me after they've cleaned the room, complete the attached inspection. So I'm going to click on the Inspections tab. Then you see this is the Dazo QA, so you click on Dazo QA. I'll notice how many times we're clicking. On the mobile, you don't have that many times. Where it says Employee, the idea here is to put the employee that cleaned the room so we can track deficiencies by an employee. So I know that D Powers cleaned this room, so I'm going to put D Powers in here. So that if we find out that, man, Dustin never ever cleans the light switches, we can come back to Dustin and we can train. So you put the name, you go down and select everything satisfactory, unsatisfactory, or not applicable. I am not going to fill this out right now because I'm going to show you on the mobile next. Didn't want to open another work order. You can put any comments you want. Anywhere where it says work order and you see some crazy text like this, do not modify it. It's going to automatically fill in the work order number. And then you'll hit submit. And when you hit submit, it'll automatically close this work order where you don't have to do anything else. And that's it. If you choose to use the normal computer interface, I am going to load up a mobile version right now so you can see what that looks like. So if you log in on the iPad or tablet or your iPhone, it should look like this. So it'll look much, much different. The downside to doing it on the mobile is only the person that the work order is assigned to will be able to see it. So if Rich wanted to log in from the mobile right now and fill it out, he couldn't do it because this work order is assigned to D-Power, so it won't let Rich see it. So I've logged in. I'm going to click on Work Orders, and it's going to show me a list of only work orders that are open and only those assigned to me. Okay, see, here's the Save Search on the mobile. This is in the security round Save Search. If you have anything crazy like this and you don't have security, shoot me an email and I'll delete these so you don't have to see it. So I'm going to click on Search, and I want to change this to the My Work Orders mobile. So I've changed it, and you can see all the work orders that are currently assigned to me. So here's the work order number. It's a high-touch QA. It's requested by me. Here's the room number. I know it's B553, and then it's underneath it gives you the location identifier. So I see it's building 6200, 5th floor, area TB, sub area A, and it's room 4. So I know where I'm going. So all you have to do is click on this, or tap it, because you're going to be on your tablet, and it loads right into it. So you notice this was a whole lot less clicks, and you won't ever have to do that Save Search again. It'll remember the last time you logged in and that you had the My Open Work Orders. Save Search was the last one. So here you do the same thing. So you'll fill out the employee that cleaned the room last, and you'll go down and just tap each individual one. I'm going to give NAs, but you'll want to give actual scorings, whether either the dot was removed or it's not. I'm giving NAs just so it doesn't mess with Mr. Murdoch's stats. I don't want to give him credit for anything that they didn't do, or make it look like they missed something that they didn't miss. So after these are all checked, I enter my comments. Again, you see that crazy text? Just don't modify it, and click Submit. After this, it's going to save my results, and it's going to close that QA. So I should not see the QA anymore. And at this point, I don't have any other open QAs. So I'm done working for the day. If you have a bunch of QAs, they'll show up here, and you just keep closing them until they're off the screen, or keep conducting the QAs and closing them. So that's it for this short video. Hopefully this will help you guys utilize our tools.